Hi, in this video I'll show you guys a word problem that will require us to apply our knowledge on finding integrals to kinematics. Okay, kinematics meaning the study of moving objects. Okay, so velocity, displacement, acceleration, all of that. Okay, so I want you guys to pause the video and read the question first. Try to understand what information has been given to us. Okay, welcome back. So we have velocity. The velocity is given. V of t is equal to t squared minus 9, right? And the time in this case is in seconds. For part A, they want us to find the acceleration when time is equal to 1. So let's do A first. So my acceleration is equal to the change of velocity, the rate of change of my velocity, right, which is equal to 2t in this case. Okay? Now, they want us to find when time is equal to 1. So A of 1 is equal to 2. Now, don't forget the units, meters per second squared. Okay? Now, for part B, let's do part B. They want us to find the they gave us that the initial displacement is 12, and they want us to find S, expression for S, right? The displacement. So we know that the relationship between my velocity is equal to, my velocity is equal to the rate of change of my displacement, right? In other words, my displacement would be the integral of my v of t. Does that make sense? So if I differentiate my displacement, I will get my velocity. In other words, if I integrate my velocity, I will get back to my displacement. Okay, so let's do that. So my s of t is equal to integral this is indefinite because they didn't tell us where to where, what time to what time. Right? So this will be indefinite integral. My v of t is t squared minus 9 dt. Right? And that will give me t cubed. I'll get a 1 over 3 in the front. This is minus 9t plus c. Right? So this is my indefinite integral. However, it says the initial displacement meaning my s of 0, right? My s of 0 is equal to 12. My s of 0 is equal to 12. So I'm going to substitute the values in there. I'll get 1 over 3. This is 0 cubed minus 9 times 0 plus c. So let's print that up. So my c is equal to how much? My c, this becomes 0. This becomes 0. So my c is 12. Right? My c is 12. I have a specific solution. So my s of t is now 1/3 t to the power of 3 minus 9t plus 12. This is the complete displacement expression in terms of t. Okay, that's it. Now for part C, it's a bit tricky. They want us to find the distance, right? And so if I want to find the distance, it is sort of, not exactly, but sort of similar to our displacement in a way, right? But my displacement has going left, going right, or it has a sense of direction. So sometimes things get canceled out. But distance, nothing gets canceled out, right? Everything is positive, right? So for part C, I'm going to find, and they told us not the distance traveled between 2 and 8, right? Between 2 and 8. So let's do this. Now, if I want to find the distance, it is pretty much the same thing as finding my displacement, but I'll show you guys, but with this absolute value, right? If you have this absolute value, we are talking about distance. Without the absolute value, we are talking about displacement. Okay, so when you're using your calculator, when you are using your calculator, make sure you put that make sure you put down the absolute value when you're trying to find the distance. Okay, so let me change my v of t in this case. My v of t is equal to t squared minus 9, absolute value with respect to t. And we are just going to put that in your calculator. I'm going to pause the video and I'll show you guys how to do that on the calculator. Okay, you might want to write down this expression so that we can enter the expression in the calculator later on. So I'll make another video to show you guys how to enter this expression in your TI-84. Okay, all right, see you.